nice kind of general primate dentition that could do a little of everything. She's got a little bit of a incising surface. She's going to have plenty of piercing teeth. She has molars that are general but have some kind of slicing edges. And we would expect that a real primate, a real arboreal primate, would be eating probably fruit and leaves, and maybe supplementing that with insects.
This extraordinary preservation is not restricted to her teeth. As well as the fur, there are other delicate details that provide information which never ceases to astonish them.
What's amazing about this specimen is also that we can actually see its gut contents. It's the last meal preserved in this small female.
Even with this nugget of petrified treasure, decoding the fossil's secrets doesn't come easy. But Jens manages to puzzle it out.
Before, I had seen that several times, and I thought all the time, oh, that's a scale of a fish, quite common in Messel, and then I saw the cell structure. And then I realized, oh no, this must be a remnant of a plant. And then looking at the morphology and at the form of that particle, it became immediately clear that this can only be a seed. Yeah?
So it seems that just before she died, this tree-dwelling primate fed on fruits, seeds, and leaves. As the team examine the X-rays in more detail, something just isn't adding up. They've realized that her jaw held an extraordinarily large number of teeth.
This is the radiograph from this side. You see the drawing of the teeth matches pretty well.
The team have a real puzzle on their hands. They're going to need more than a standard X-ray to solve it. The Senckenberg Institute in Germany specializes in high-end computer tomography, CT scanning. Images of the rotating fossil are recorded and manipulated by powerful computers, which, just like a CAT scan in a hospital, create an image of the fossil's jaw in 3D.
And then we've taken X-rays, and so you can get the shadows of what's behind what you can see. And then in the last year, we've done computerized tomography, where you project X-rays in a way that literally slices the fossil into many, many, many slices and made into a three-dimensional image. So you can literally step through from the front to the back. You can even manipulate the CT scan so that you see what you're looking at not from the front but from the back. It's as if there are no secrets.
The best person to help analyze such phenomenally detailed three-dimensional images is the scanner's supervisor, Dr. Jörg Habersetzer.
Here is the region of the molars, and if we zoom in, which is not possible in normal CTs, we see all the details preserved in 3 dimensions. So we can follow up all ridges and the cusp of the teeth in a 3-dimensional way.
This computer tomography has revealed something extraordinary.
You can also see, for example, on these assemblage, that the second molar here has not evolved their complete roots, whereas in the first molar we have here already very solid roots.
Here is the answer to why they found so many teeth in the fossil's mouth. She has her baby teeth as well as her unerupted adult teeth still buried in her jaw. This primate was a youngster.
So this Messel primate was caught at a really interesting and very distinctive time in her life. She's clearly no longer an infant, but she's not grown up. She's a juvenile. She might be, let's say, very roughly comparable to something in a human, like a child, somewhere between 6 and 12.
It was a girl, a small girl, which had this tragic end there in the crater lake of Messel 47 million years ago. Yeah.
She's in a developmental phase that looks very much like a 6-year-old human if in comparison, and I'm so lucky that I have a daughter that's 5 years old and she's starting to shed her teeth just now. So we decided after some discussion to name the fossil, to name this this wonderful little primate Ida, because that's the name of my daughter.
So Jörn now has 2 Idas in his life, one 5 years old and one 47 million. At this point in the investigation, they've gathered so much information that it's possible to fully reconstruct her ancient skeleton. Her 47-million-year-old remains can be brought to life in a 21st century virtual world. Laser scanners combined with the computerized tomography produce a digital code of her body, which once processed creates an accurate 3D model. We are able, using these tools, to see Ida as never before. Ida is a warm-blooded creature covered in thick fur. She was just under a meter long, including her tail, which she used for balance as she scampered on all fours through the rainforest canopy. Her opposable thumbs and toes gripped the branches. Ida was probably active at night. Like us, her 2 large forward-facing eyes gave her excellent stereoscopic vision. The team's extensive analysis combined with X-rays and CT scans have brought them a long way in understanding Ida. The investigation is, however, far from over. There are still many questions to answer. Most importantly, how significant is she to our understanding of our evolution? Does she belong on the evolutionary branch that leads to us? The Eocene period in which she lived was a crucial time in the history of life. Without the developments that happened, we would not exist now. At some point during this new dawn, the primates split into 2 major groups. The prosimians, the non-human branch, which still survive, mainly as modern lemurs.